everything, if Darwin is right, is mechanical and blind and purposeless at the bottom.
Our planet is a lonely speck in the great enveloping cosmic dark.
The cosmos is all it is, or ever was, or ever will be. The cosmos is all it is,
Mechanical and blind and purposeless at the bottom.
The cosmos is all it is.
How do they know the cosmos is all there is? Isn't our reality more than just matter? Most people and cultures around the world have a profound belief that life extends beyond the physical. That compassion, ideas, joy, and sorrow aren't made of matter, but are as real to us as our arms and legs. If we believe this, are we anti-science? Or is it materialism that is anti-science? Let's see what Dr. Jay Richards, an expert on modern materialism, has to say.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Materialism is really a philosophy about reality. It's just the idea that matter or matter and natural laws are the fundamental reality. So really the only thing exists is blind matter in motion, and everything else is explained in terms of matter.
This is the view of reality we are constantly bombarded with in our culture.
And I have a materialist view of the world, and so that commits me to the view that when I think I have free will, when I think that I'm exercising free choice, I'm deluding myself.
Wait, what? No free will? So, if all of our choices are delusions, then how can we be responsible for our actions? That's nonsense. Our choices are real, and we are responsible for our actions. It's how we stay civilized. In fact, the most important part of being human is immaterial. Love isn't just real, it's the most valued aspect of humanity. Even more than science. It is our consciousness, our sense of self, that gives us the ability to love. But what do materialists say?
The self is an illusion. The sense of being an ego, an I, a thinker of thoughts. Now that sense of being a subject, a locus of consciousness inside the head, is an illusion.
For the materialist, things like your thought or your existence or your purposes, they're just epiphenomena or sort of froth.
So, to a materialist, our subjective thoughts are not real. But our thoughts and beliefs have real consequences.
The thing that we all know most directly and most certainly, that is the existence of ourselves, is ultimately incompatible with materialism. Well, my argument would be, look, any philosophical view that entails you don't exist is a view that you really ought not to entertain. Frustrating is that in the modern age, people often try to identify this philosophical idea of materialism with the practice of natural science itself. But there's no reason these two things would go together. Natural science is just a formal way to discover truths about nature.
So how does science discover the truth about nature?
Test ideas by experiment and observation. Build on those ideas that pass the test. Reject the ones that fail. Follow the evidence wherever it leads, and question everything.
Well, who's doing that? Who's setting up these experiments? What is an experiment? What is an observation? What constitutes evidence? Oddly, the scientific materialist has to deny the existence of scientists.
The self is an illusion.
Well, what is not an illusion is the bigotry and intolerance of the scientific community.
I want to put on the table not why 85% of the National Academy rejects God. I want to know why 15% don't.
Any view that challenges materialism is punished. It's this materialist dogma that keeps many scientists behind a mask. But some scientists are willing to speak up about where the evidence leads.
I was brought up with materialist viewpoints all the way through high school and college and medical school. You get inundated with scientific viewpoints that have a materialist bias.
The cosmos is all that is, all that is.
And it's all just mechanical and blind and purposeless at the bottom.
The deeper I looked into the science, the more I realized what a catastrophe for science materialism and atheism really is.
Science delusion is the belief that science already understands the nature of reality in principle, leaving only the details to be filled in. It's the kind of belief system of people who say, I don't believe in God, I believe in science.
Materialism is not science. It's simply a worldview that fails to explain or even consider the most profound, interesting, and beautiful aspects of human reality. Materialists are free to preach their religion, but they should stop pretending it's science. We want to follow the evidence, wherever it leads, and decide for ourselves. We are not materialists. We see the human soul. We experience love. We live with purpose. We fight for justice. We are the quiet majority, and we will be quiet no longer.